In the vast tapestry of Middle-earth's history, few artifacts command as much intrigue and fascination as the Rings of Power. Crafted in ages long past by the skilled hands of the Elves and tainted by the dark influence of Sauron, these rings possess a myriad of abilities both wondrous and perilous. Join us on Realms Revealed as we delve into the depths of Tolkien's lore to uncover the secrets of these legendary artifacts. From the subtle powers of preservation to the seductive allure of dominion, each ring holds within it a unique enchantment that shapes the destiny of its bearer. Subscribe now to embark on a journey through the realms of fantasy and discovery, where the mysteries of the Rings of Power await those bold enough to seek them. Let us unlock the secrets of Middle-earth together, one enchantment at a time. The Lesser Rings. In the annals of Middle-earth's history, the Lesser Rings occupy a curious and enigmatic space, their origins shrouded in mystery and their powers largely speculative. Yet within the tapestry of Tolkien's legendarium, these humble artifacts hold a significance that echoes far beyond their unassuming stature. Let us delve into the realm of the Lesser Rings, exploring their formation, the influence of Sauron, and the whispered enchantments that surround them. The story of the Lesser Rings finds its roots in the heart of Middle-earth, amidst the formation of the Brotherhood of Master Jewelsmiths. This esteemed guild, led by the visionary Caleb Brimo, sought to elevate the art of ringcraft to new heights, weaving together skill, creativity, and the lore of ages past. It was within the hallowed halls of the guild's workshops that the seeds of innovation were sown, paving the way for the creation of artifacts that would shape the destiny of nations. Under Caleb Brimo's leadership, the guild flourished, attracting the finest artisans and craftsmen from across the land. Together, they pushed the boundaries of their craft, experimenting with new techniques and materials in pursuit of perfection. Little did they know that their endeavors would draw the attention of powers far beyond their comprehension. It was in the year 1200 of the Second Age that Sauron, in fair guise and bearing the name Anatar, came to the Guild of Master Jewelsmiths. Under the guise of a benevolent teacher, he unveiled the secrets of ringcraft to the artisans of the guild, sharing knowledge that had long been lost to the world. Yet behind his fair countenance lurked a darker intent, for Sauron sought to ensnare the hearts and minds of the craftsmen and bend their creations to his will. Under Sauron's tutelage, the artisans of the guild embarked upon the forging of the Lesser Rings, their hammers ringing out in harmonious song as they danced upon the precipice of creation. Each ring bore the mark of their skill and artistry, yet also the taint of Sauron's influence, a shadow that would linger long after the fires of the forge had cooled. While the exact nature of the enchantments imbued within the Lesser Rings remains a matter of speculation, hints and whispers abound within Tolkien's writings. One of the most intriguing possibilities is the potential power of invisibility, a trait shared with the more renowned One Ring. In The Hobbit, Bilbo Baggins stumbles upon a ring of invisibility, sparking speculation that similar artifacts may have existed among the Lesser Rings. This folklore, rooted in ancient tales and myths, suggests that invisibility may have been among the experimental enchantments practiced by the elven artisans of old. If indeed the Lesser Rings possessed the power of invisibility, it would open up a realm of possibilities for their bearers. From stealth and espionage to evasion and escape, the ability to vanish from sight could have profound implications in a world fraught with danger and intrigue. Yet with such power comes great peril. The allure of invisibility, like all manifestations of power, carries with it the risk of corruption and moral decay. Those who wielded the Lesser Rings, if indeed they possessed such enchantments, would have been tempted to exploit their newfound abilities for personal gain or darker purposes. The true nature of the Lesser Rings and their enchantments may forever remain a mystery lost to the annals of time. Yet their legacy endures as a testament to the ingenuity and ambition of the artisans who crafted them, and the shadowy influence of Sauron that lurked behind their creation. The Lesser Rings stand as tantalizing relics of a bygone era, their origins shrouded in myth and legend. Whether they possess the power of invisibility or other arcane abilities, their legacy serves as a reminder of the dangers of unchecked ambition and the seductive allure of power. As we gaze upon the artifacts of old, We are left to ponder the mysteries of the past and the untold tales that lie buried beneath the sands of time. The Great Rings. In the vast tapestry of Middle-earth's history, the Great Rings stand as monuments to the ambitions and machinations of the ancient world. Crafted by the skilled hands of Celebrimbor and his artisans, these rings were intended to be gifts of power and preservation, yet their true significance would be marred by the shadow of Sauron's malice. The distribution of the Great Rings followed a pattern laid out in verse. 3 rings for the elven kings under the sky, 7 for the dwarf lords in their halls of stone, 9 for mortal men doomed to die, 1 for the Dark Lord on his dark throne. Each set of rings held sway over a particular race of Middle-earth, promising power, dominion, and preservation. Yet behind their glittering facades lay a darker truth: the influence of Sauron, who sought to bend the wills of the ring-bearers to his own. Effects of the rings on their bearers. Elves. For the elven kings who bore the 3 rings, the effects were twofold. On one hand, the rings granted them power and preservation, preserving their realms and cultures from the ravages of time. Yet this power came at a cost, for the rings remained bound to the One Ring and subject to Sauron's dominion. Despite their resistance to Sauron's influence, the bearers of the elven rings were not immune to its effects. Over time, the rings exerted a subtle control over their minds and wills, tempting them with visions of grandeur and dominion. Only through the wisdom and resilience of figures like Elrond and Galadriel were the elves able to resist the lure of the rings and thwart Sauron's designs. Dwarves. The fate of the dwarf lords who bore the 7 rings was a tragic one, marked by greed, corruption, and eventual downfall. Unlike the elves, whose resistance to Sauron's influence stemmed from their inherent strength of will, the dwarves proved more susceptible to the temptations of the rings. For the dwarf lords, the rings promised wealth and power beyond measure, fueling their insatiable lust for gold and treasure. Yet this greed came at a cost, as the rings enslaved their bearers to a never-ending cycle of desire and conquest. In the end, the rings brought naught but ruin and despair to the realms of Durin's folk, leaving behind only empty halls and shattered dreams. However, this pursuit of wealth came at a grievous cost. The rings ensnared their bearers in a never-ending cycle of desire and conquest, driving them to ever greater depths of greed and corruption. As the dwarf lords became increasingly consumed by their lust for gold, their kingdoms fell into decay and despair, their once great halls echoing with emptiness and sorrow. Ultimately, the rings brought naught but ruin and desolation to the realms of Durin's folk. The wealth they had amassed became a curse, a hollow mockery of the greatness that once defined their people. Empty halls and shattered dreams bore witness to the tragic folly of the dwarf lords, whose thirst for power led only to their downfall. Men. Of all the races of Middle-earth, it was the men who bore the greatest burden of the Great Rings. For the 9 rings of men promised immortality and power, yet delivered only torment and despair. Under the thrall of the rings, the bearers became wraiths, slaves to Sauron's will and agents of his dark designs. Driven by their lust for power and fear of death, the ring-bearers became shadows of their former selves, consumed by a hunger that could never be sated. Their lives stretched unnaturally long, yet devoid of joy or purpose, as they served as instruments of Sauron's malice. The fate of the ring-bearers was a tragic one, marked by suffering, betrayal, and eventual redemption. For the elves, it was through their resilience and wisdom that they were able to resist the temptations of the rings and preserve their realms from the darkness. The dwarves, in their greed and pride, fell victim to the corrupting influence of the rings, their once proud kingdoms laid low by their own folly. Yet even in their darkest hour, there remained a glimmer of hope, as heroes like Thorin Oakenshield and Gimli rose to defy the darkness and reclaim their honor. As for the men who bore the 9 rings, their fate was one of eternal torment and despair. Bound to the will of Sauron, they became his most fearsome servants, haunting the lands of Middle-earth as wraiths and harbingers of death. It was through the courage and sacrifice of figures like Frodo Baggins and Aragorn that the power of the rings was finally broken, and Middle-earth was freed from the shadow of Sauron's dominion. Yet their legacy lives on, a reminder of the perils of unchecked ambition and the enduring power of hope and redemption. The three elven rings. Among the artifacts of power that emerge from the hands of Celebrimbor and his guild, the three elven rings stand as beacons of hope and resilience in a world besieged by darkness. Crafted in secret and shielded from the influence of Sauron, these rings bear the essence of elven craftsmanship and wisdom, each imbued with unique properties and purposes. Vilya, among the three elven rings, Vilya stands as the most potent and enigmatic, its power veiled in mystery and legend. Fashioned from a mesmerizing blue sapphire set in a band of radiant gold, Vilya embodies the essence of air and sky, carrying with it the breath of life and the whisper of unseen winds. Its creation, like that of its counterparts, was a testament to the skill and craftsmanship of Celebrimbor and his artisans, yet its true capabilities remain shrouded in secrecy. The protective aura woven by Vilya extends beyond the physical boundaries of Rivendell, influencing the very essence of the valley and its surroundings. The air seems to shimmer with a faint ethereal glow, carrying the whispers of ancient wisdom and the promise of renewal. The land itself responds to the presence of the ring, flourishing under its gentle touch and blooming with vibrant life. Yet the power of Vilya is not without its limitations and challenges. Despite its formidable abilities, the ring remains bound to the fate of Middle-earth and subject to the ever-present threat of Sauron's malice. The shadows that linger beyond the borders of Rivendell serve as a constant reminder of the dangers that lurk in the world, testing the resolve of Elrond and the resilience of his realm. In the face of adversity, however, Vilya stands as a beacon of hope and resilience, guiding Elrond and his people through the darkest of times. Its presence serves as a reminder of the enduring spirit of the elves and their unwavering commitment to preserving the beauty and goodness of Middle-earth. As long as Vilya shines in the hands of Elrond, the last homely house shall remain a sanctuary of light and hope, a testament to the power of the three elven rings and the indomitable spirit of those who wield them. Nenya, the Ring of Water, stands as a profound testament to the resilience and adaptability inherent in the elven spirit. Crafted with exquisite artistry from the legendary metal mithril and adorned with a luminous white stone of adamant, Nenya embodies the fluidity and strength of water. Its essence is ever-changing yet unyielding, mirroring the enduring nature of the elven kind and their ability to weather the trials of time. Beyond its captivating physical form, Nenya possesses properties that extend far beyond the realm of mere materiality. It holds within it a subtle yet potent influence that reaches into the hearts and minds of those who bear it. For Galadriel, the esteemed Lady of Lothlorien and the worthy bearer of Nenya, the ring serves as a catalyst for profound inner transformation. Under the gentle sway of Nenya's magic, dormant yearnings within Galadriel awaken, kindling a deep-seated desire for renewal and metamorphosis. The ring whispers ancient secrets and visions of a future yet to unfold, urging Galadriel to embark on a journey of self-discovery and growth. Through its influence, she is compelled to confront her fears, confront her desires, and confront her aspirations with unwavering courage and determination. However, this transformative process is not without its challenges and sacrifices. As Galadriel's connection to Nenya deepens, her longing for the timeless shores of the undying lands the West begins to overshadow her joy in the realm of Middle-earth. The call of the sea, with its promise of eternal peace and reunion with the Valar, casts a shadow over Lothlorien and its people, threatening to disrupt the delicate balance of their existence. Yet despite the weight of her own desires and the allure of distant shores, Galadriel remains steadfast in her commitment to her realm and its inhabitants. With Nenya as her guide and her inner strength as her anchor, she leads Lothlorien with grace and wisdom, nurturing its beauty and harmony amidst the turmoil of the outside world. Through her leadership and guidance, the Golden Wood becomes a sanctuary of light and tranquility, a testament to the enduring spirit of the elves and the transformative power of hope. Nenya serves not only as a symbol of Galadriel's inner journey, but also as a beacon of hope and renewal for all who dwell within the boundaries of Lothlorien. Its influence, though subtle, shapes the destiny of the realm and its people, guiding them through the darkness of the Third Age and into the uncertain dawn of a new era. As long as Nenya shines upon Galadriel's finger, the heart of Lothlorien shall remain strong and resilient, a testament to the enduring power of the elven spirit and the indomitable will of those who bear the three elven rings. Narya, The Ring of Fire blazes with the warmth and light of the sun, its fiery essence a beacon of hope in a world shrouded in darkness. Fashioned from gold and set with a red gem, Narya embodies the essence of fire, igniting the hearts of those who bear it with courage and resolve. In the hands of Gandalf the Grey, Narya finds its true purpose, serving as a symbol of hope and inspiration in times of peril. With Narya's aid, Gandalf kindles the flame of courage in the hearts of men and elves, rallying them to stand against the shadow and defend the free peoples of Middle-earth. The impact of the three elven rings extends far beyond their physical properties, shaping the destinies of their bearers and the world itself. Through their actions and choices, the ring-bearers wielded the power of their rings for good or ill, leaving behind a legacy that echoes through the ages. For Elrond, bearer of Vilya, the ring served as a bulwark against the forces of darkness, preserving Rivendell as a sanctuary for the free peoples of Middle-earth. Yet, even in the safety of his hidden valley, Elrond faced challenges and trials as the shadow of Sauron's malice loomed ever closer. For Galadriel, bearer of Nenya, the ring kindled a desire for renewal and transformation, yet also brought with it a longing for the sea in the west. In Lothlorien, her kingdom flourished, adorned with the beauty and grace of the elder days, yet tinged with sorrow and longing for a world that was slipping away. For Gandalf, bearer of Narya, the ring served as a symbol of hope and inspiration, igniting the flames of courage in the hearts of men and elves. With Narya's aid, Gandalf stood as a steadfast guardian in the defense of Middle-earth, rallying the free peoples to stand against the darkness and defy the shadow of Sauron's dominion. The three elven rings stand as symbols of resilience and defiance in the face of darkness, their legacy a testament to the enduring power of hope and the indomitable spirit of the elves. Though their time in Middle-earth may have passed, their influence lives on, a beacon of light in a world overshadowed by darkness. The One Ring, the creation of the One Ring, marked a pivotal moment in the history of Middle-earth, as Sauron, the Dark Lord, poured his malice and will into its fiery crucible. Crafted in the depths of Mount Doom, the One Ring bore the essence of Sauron's dominion, its very existence a testament to his lust for power and control. Forged from the fires of Orodruin, the One Ring possessed properties unlike any other artifact of power in Middle-earth. Its unassuming form belied its true nature, as it bore no adornments or gemstones, yet its presence exuded an aura of malevolence and corruption. The properties of the One Ring were manifold, granting its bearer a host of advantages and powers. Yet these gifts came with a heavy price, as the ring's true purpose lay in the subjugation and domination of all other rings of power, as well as the minds and wills of those who bore them. The advantages bestowed upon the bearer of the One Ring were numerous, yet perilous in their nature. Forged in the fires of Mount Doom, the ring possessed the ability to grant its bearer unparalleled power and dominion over the free peoples of Middle-earth. One of the most notable powers of the One Ring was its ability to render the wearer invisible, shielding them from the eyes of others and granting them freedom to move unseen in the world. This power of invisibility proved invaluable to Frodo Baggins and others who sought to evade the gaze of Sauron and his minions. In addition to its power of invisibility, the One Ring granted its bearer heightened senses and perceptions, allowing them to see and hear things that were hidden from mortal eyes and ears. This heightened awareness proved useful in navigating the dangers of Middle-earth and discerning the intentions of others. Furthermore, the One Ring possessed the ability to weave illusions and shape the perceptions of those around its bearer, casting them into a spell of awe and fear. This power of manipulation allowed the ring to ensnare the hearts and minds of those who came into contact with it, bending them to its will and corrupting their desires. The One Ring was a masterful manipulator, employing various strategies to ensure its own survival and further its malevolent agenda. One such strategy was its ability to alter its size and shape, slipping off the finger of its bearer at opportune moments and eluding attempts to destroy it. Another strategy employed by the One Ring was its ability to weave its will into the minds of those around it, compelling them to serve its interests and further its goals. This power of manipulation proved particularly effective in corrupting the hearts of men and elves, leading them to betray their allies and succumb to the ring's influence. Furthermore, the One Ring possessed the ability to exert a subtle influence over the minds of its bearer, compelling them to act in accordance with its will and desires. This power of mental manipulation often manifested as a whispering voice in the bearer's mind, urging them to heed its call and embrace their destiny as the ring bearer. Despite its formidable powers and advantages, the ultimate fate of the One Ring was sealed in the fires of Mount Doom, where it was forged. Forged by Sauron to be the ultimate instrument of his will and dominion, the ring proved to be his undoing, as its destruction led to his downfall and defeat. In the end, it was Frodo Baggins, aided by the Fellowship of the Ring and guided by the wisdom of Gandalf, who bore the burden of the One Ring to its final destination. Through courage, sacrifice, and sheer force of will, Frodo cast the ring into the fiery chasm of Mount Doom, thereby destroying it and breaking the hold of Sauron's dominion over Middle-earth. The destruction of the One Ring marked the end of an era and the beginning of a new age for Middle-earth, as the shadow of Sauron was lifted and the free peoples emerged victorious. Yet, the legacy of the One Ring lives on, a cautionary tale of the perils of unchecked ambition and the enduring power of hope and resilience. In the rich tapestry of Tolkien's Middle-earth, the rings of power stand as symbols of ambition, temptation, and the perils of unchecked desire. From the humble beginnings of the lesser rings to the malevolent influence of the One Ring, these artifacts shape the course of history and leave behind a legacy of triumph and tragedy. The lesser rings, crafted in a time of innovation and experimentation, hold the potential for great mystical prowess, yet their true nature remains shrouded in mystery. While they lack the potency of the great rings, their significance in the history of Middle-earth cannot be understated. The great rings of power distributed among the races of Middle-earth promise power, glory, and preservation, yet ultimately lead to the downfall of their bearers. From the tragic fate of the 9 rings of men to the insatiable greed stoked by the dwarven rings, their legacy serves as a cautionary tale for all who seek to wield the forces of magic and mastery. The 3 elven rings stand as beacons of hope in a world threatened by darkness, shielding their bearers from Sauron's dominion and inspiring courage in the face of despair. Crafted with skill and wisdom by Celebrimbor and his artisans, these rings represent resilience and defiance against the encroaching shadow. At the heart of the rings of power lies the One Ring, the ultimate symbol of dominion and corruption. Forged by Sauron in the fires of Mount Doom, it possesses a singular and malevolent purpose to dominate and subjugate all other rings and their bearers. Yet it is through the courage and sacrifice of heroes like Frodo Baggins that its reign of terror is brought to an end. The legacy of the Rings of Power serves as a cautionary tale for all who dare to seek power and mastery in the world. From the allure of wealth and dominion to the seductive lure of immortality, their story resonates across the ages, reminding us of the dangers of unchecked ambition and the resilience of the human spirit in the face of darkness. The Rings of Power stand as enduring symbols of the complexities of the human condition, weaving a tale of triumph and tragedy that echoes through the ages. As we journey through Tolkien's richly imagined world, may we heed the lessons of the past and find the courage to resist the temptations of power and embrace the light of hope and redemption. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the enchanting realms of Middle-earth and the captivating lore of the Rings of Power. From the ethereal craftsmanship of the elven rings to the ominous allure of the One Ring, we've explored the vast array of abilities and enchantments that these artifacts possess. We invite you to share your thoughts and insights in the comments below. What abilities of the Rings of Power fascinated you the most? Are there any aspects of Middle-earth lore you'd like us to delve into next? Your feedback is invaluable as we continue to uncover the mysteries of Tolkien's world. And if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to Realms Revealed channel for more captivating content on Middle-earth, fantasy worlds, and beyond. Join our community of fellow adventurers as we embark on thrilling journeys through the realms of imagination together. Until next time, may the light of Arendelle guide your way. Realms Revealed signing off.